Explico Limited, explico.com glass crusher. Remember, no fruit, no metal, labels. And this came in at about $7,500, I believe. And it's just being begun to be run. As I understand it, you want to always start with the butt end of every bottle. And it's a hammer mill is what it is.
Yeah, hold on just a second.
Uh-huh.
This seems to be stuck. They don't want, it's not stuck. They just don't want you to, they don't want
Easily, yeah, to get the
shards.
sand stuff
Yeah,
coming out.
shards
Yeah,
coming
because
out.
it's got some kind of rubber
Yeah, I see that.
rubber gasket there. And it's going to turn the glass into sand.
Okay.
And then we have
That's
to
a hell of a-
design a hopper.
That's a hell of a crusher.
Yeah, so, okay, on. So that's that, and then start. Hammer mill on, and that's that. We do the big old kombucha thing. Oh, it's gone. Oh, you want to do that? Put that through here. Pretty fast. There's a pretty fast job of it. There's some broken glass. See what's out there. Water bottle. A lot of kombucha. Of course, we're keeping the rings on of the HDPE and the labels, as long as it's not a metal label. Can't use those metal labels. This will come out when we do a float separation, but we need to build a hopper and an agitator for that. I'll never have to crush again, I guess. Okay, something got stuck here. So what do we got going here?
It just went.
It just went. There you go. All right, that's stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So what's it look like in there?
I don't know. Let's take this off. Maybe we can see it. I think that's the idea. No, it's not the idea.
I guess the hinges there suggest that when you have a situation like this,
You open it
you
up.
just open it up.
Yeah.
I see that they've got some little Allen wrenches if you need to move stuff, to jigger stuff. So they provide those. That suggests that this happens from time to time.
This used to be called the Yazoo fastener, right?
Does this thing come out? Is it?
That's to lock it together. That's the way it goes. That pops out
Oh,
right
there you
there.
go. All
Okay.
right.
All right, here goes.
Let's see
We
what it
don't want
looks
to
like.
lose anything, okay?
Right. Oh, so this whole thing is just a hopper. So you can't get your hands ever involved in there. So that's. And then you see the hammers. There they are.
Yeah.
All right. So, and look at that fine sand that
Well,
collects
we
up at
just
the top.
overfed it, that's all.
Yeah. Slowly, slowly, right?
Yeah, particularly with these heavy bottles.
But look at that. Isn't that marvelous? Look at this really fine sand.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. They say that if you get the finest stuff, if you can get that agitator out, it sells for something like $500 a kilogram.
Yeah, you got a market right there.
Yeah, for medical grade stuff.
Well, you'd have to get rid of the paper and the.
Right, and that's what when we bought it and we went up to the place up north here, about an hour north. The guy had an agitator with several screens and different sizes
Right.
and blowers and suckers,
Right.
and he was getting all these different fractions. So we got the plastic out of one fraction. He got the finest sand, which sells for that really high price out of it. He got another layer that was more like beach sand. Then he got another layer. It just all separates out.
Yeah.
And it's quite valuable once it's. And Miriam was saying if we can separate our glass by color. Go ahead.
Here's. Turn it on first.
Okay.
You need, if you're going to do any sort of thing like you've been doing here, like with the fabric,
Yeah.
where you're separating it, you need a set of sieves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Scientific sieves. And they go all the way from 0 to 30.
Right. Yeah, for everything you need that.
For
Even
everything.
For the plastic as well. Everything should be sized. Yeah.
Yeah, when you walk into a laboratory, that's one of the first things they have.
Yeah.
They have a sieve.
So how do we get that? I mean, I've got two 27-gallon totes, as you know, because you helped me to get to make it crushed of this kind of stuff. I'll have to wear gloves to do that, right?
Yeah.
I'll spend a lot of tomorrow doing that.
What you could do, boy, look at that. That's a heavy piece of glass right there.
But no match for the hammer mill.
Well, we'll give it a minute. Still going.
I love it. I love how size reduction, volume reduction is the answer.
No, most glass is heat treated now. Most of these containers are heat treated. And the glass doesn't splinter like it used to.
Right.
It used to be if you dropped your drinking glass on the floor and then tried to pick up with your hand, you were in trouble.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
gonna
splinters get right in. Yeah.
We've all had that experience. But
Yeah. Marianne was asking, how would Pyrex do in this situation?
Pyrex?
Yeah.
Well, why does she want to crush Pyrex?
She just wondered if some of her kitchenware is Pyrex.
I don't know. Right. I've broken a lot of Pyrex. Not intentionally. Little beakers and stuff like that. Pyrex is usually the last thing that breaks, so soda glass breaks first. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that was a bowl that Nye knocked over. And so Marianne wants to separate every color out here so she can get green sand, blue sand,
Here again,
sand.
you need a place to do it. You don't need to be doing it.
Yeah, the cardboard there. Now, is that going to fit or is that not going to fit?
Well, it might. We can break it.
Let's see. Oh no, it does. Oh yeah.
Here's the next size up right here.
Oh well.
I want to keep this. I might be able to force that in here, but I don't know.
Nah.
I want to keep it. It's,
Okay.
These jugs are probably $5 a piece.
Oh.
If you can even find a place to buy them.
Oh yeah. No, we don't want to get rid of that. All right. So.
You can buy them at the liquor store. That's the only place I know.
So what I want to do, if you don't mind, I want to get some of that fine powder somehow back to Marianne in the kitchen. Maybe I'll go get. Oh, it's still something.
Yeah, you better.
See if we have a container that'll hold the powder. What about? You know what I can do is I'll just get this water container. Let's just see if we can bring her a sample of what that.
You don't want it wet.
No?
Okay? No, because you just make a mess. She's gonna look at it.
In that case, what do we got?
Dry one of those would be just fine if it's got a good bottom.
Yeah, it does. If I can get it out. Oops, I'm still taping. But can't get that out. Unless you can get it out.
I tried it over. I think
You
I
tried that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I tried this and gave up on it.
What about? What do we have? What do we have? What do we got? What do we got?
I don't know.
What about? No bucket. Oh yeah, the greenhouse will have something. And while you're doing that, I will try my hand at one-handed opening this up, if I can. Oh boy. Is there a... How did he do that? Did he just bang on it? Oh, here we go. Okay. Just pull that down, unlatch it, and move that open. And then, as you can see, the best stuff. I mean, there's sand down here, yes. So there's our sand. But up here is the slime. And that is such a pure little powder. So maybe the best way to do that is to just hold it down there and just scoop it in. I mean, it's nice that it has that feature, because how else would you separate that stuff out?
I don't know.
They say that there's really good stuff that comes off of this if you sort it right for doing ceramics and...
Oh yeah, Christ, yes. Frit.
Is that what it's called? Frit?
That's what it's called. When you're doing it with ceramics, they use a tremendous amount of frit to finish the ceramic. Okay. You just make a slurry and spray the slurry on the surface of the greenware, just like you're painting it, and then you fire it, and the glass melts on the surface, and that's it.
This will be good for my microwave glass kiln too. Maybe make some nice jewelry.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how. That's worth a try.
I've taken shards of crushed glass using the crusher you gave me,
Yeah.
and I made some nice little pieces, but they weren't stellar clear.
Well,
And maybe when it's this powdered, it'll just fuse really
is that
nicely.
enough?
Yeah, I think that she'll get the idea with
Okay.
that. I love hammer mills.
Yeah.
I mean, how can a hammer mill ever go wrong? Because if anything goes wrong, you just replace this. It's better than a
Yeah,
shredder.
that's right. Yeah. They are.
They're so
used
simple.
Used for everything.
Yeah, we were going to do
When
it.
they're going and there's nothing in the thing. It's pretty well balanced.
Yeah. We were going to get a big one of these in Chad for the food waste to do a biodigester, and then I didn't take that job. But that was, they do them for food. I guess it says no fruit. I don't know why it says no fruit. Maybe the acids?
Don't know.
And people think, oh, you crush the glass, you're going to get your glass in your hands, and no, it doesn't anymore because it's been pulverized by the hammer.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any sharpness at all, which is really nice.
Like beach glass.
Like beach glass, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's been. No, I'm in love with this machine already.
Okay. That's
And look at all the paper fraction. Of course, we're going to get out at some point.
Okay.
Bring that. Nice.
You see what this handle's for?
No, what is it for? Moving the thing?
No.
No.
You figured that.
Moving it back and forth. Oh, lifting it so you can get the bucket out?
Just pushing the bucket out.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to put this down, lock this back in place.
Yeah.
And you saying this just pushes the...
Push it this way.
I
That should
can't.
push the bucket out.
I cannot. Aha! Lifting that up so you can pull the bucket out.
Oh, okay.
All right, so there, oh, there it is.
All right.
Ah.
I knew there was madness.
And look at that. So you don't even cut your fingers putting them in here. None of that is sharp. It doesn't even get under your fingernails even when you scrape through it. But it's a much coarser fraction. And it's made up of several fractions. You can see there's a much heavier bit up here, and down in here there's much smaller. So we need